It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso on a Monday morning, and a beautiful one at that. And then, of course, in the wake of an amazing weekend of sport, the Proteas got their tour of New Zealand off to a flying start, taking the T20 and the first ODI. And, of course, Sundowns adding yet another trophy to their now jam-packed. I think they've got a second trophy cabinet. And Carl Lewis is back with us this morning to take a look at some of those standout moments this weekend. Carl, thank you so much for joining us. Awesome to have Merrick Pringle on the couch on Friday. And hopefully that was a good omen, because the Proteas off to just the kind of start that we wanted. A win first up in the T20. Let's focus on that. Imran Tahir, 5 wickets in a T20. That is amazing.
Yes, and I mean, 2 days before that, he was announced as the best bowler in T20 and ODI cricket, and what a way to kind of mark that achievement with another 5 wickets. I definitely think he's South Africa's unsung hero over the past 2 years. He gets us out of so many situations, you know. He's able to break partnerships, take wickets, and lessen the runs, so he's such a quality player.
And of course, Hash weighing in there as well with a credible score. But I think what stole the show was Imi's celebrations. I think those New Zealand commentators were waiting for him to do an entire lap of honour. But you deserve it, Imi. You can do whatever you want, son. Then awesome to see a bit more of a contested challenge yesterday in the first of those ODIs, and to see our captain back in that mental form that we wanted to see him. It went down to the wire. Set the scene for us.
Yes, exactly. People must remember that in 2015, we lost in the World Cup in New Zealand. So there's a lot of scars that the Proteas has. And to overcome such a tight chase like that, credit to AB de Villiers, like you said, and the youngster Andile Peshukwayo. I mean, at 21 years old, this is the second big run chase he's been involved in South African cricket. And for such a young all-rounder, I think South Africa can get really excited about this talent. And obviously, AB de Villiers coming to his own, showing what a master he is and why he is our ODI captain.
I think it's that BMT. I mean, to be able to score a boundary off the last ball, there we see Petlakwayo really laying into them. I think he's going to start calling himself an all-rounder, I think. And look, he is in there, not just because of his bowling, because he does add a little bit extra depth. But I think even with a slightly depleted squad, we're missing the Staines. There are a couple of big players that aren't there. We've got the depth. This is the team to hopefully win the CAF Champions Trophy. I mean, the ICC Champions Trophy. But when I say CAF, of course, one team stands out this weekend. This year, the last 2 years, Sundowns, they are the champions of Africa yet again. Take us through that match. They left it pretty late.
They did. I mean, I think TP Mazembe were quite wary, because the last time they played, I think Sundowns gave them quite a hiding. So they're quite wary of them. But for Sundowns, they are in uncharted territory for a South African club. And Pitso Mosimane as a coach, they're just winning all before them. And I think we'll look back in 10, 20 years and say, wow, that's a really special Sundowns team, and all their achievements, you know.
Real glamour boys, and that's what we want to see from our top flight. Then I'm going to ask one name from you, one name. Who's going to be coaching Pirates?
Sure. Like I said, I've heard a couple. I've got Ruud Krol, Benny McCarthy, or Shakes Mashaba. One of those 3.
Oh, man, he gave me 3. I'll ask for 1. Thank you so much, Mr. Carl Lewis. Awesome to have you join us. Thank you so much for sitting the whole weekend watching sports. It's a tough job that we have to do. Well, hopefully that's given you a bit of added flavour to what has been a very, very cool sporting weekend. But time now to catch up with what's been going on in the rest of the world. Leanne's got the news headlines.